still $92 million below budget projections. Local and state news from the Logan Thompson Law News Desk. Visit LoganThompsonLaw.com. We are joined now by Ken Bolin. Ken, the Executive Director, Garden Plaza, Cleveland. Ken, good morning. How are you?
Good morning, Steve. How are you doing?
I am doing great. You brought some friends with you here this morning.
Yeah, from the Isaiah House. I've got Miss Ashley Lindsey, the director, location leader of Isaiah 117, and Renee Curry. We all know her. She is the regional coordinator.
He's reading my name tag.
Yes.
My title changed.
Oh, okay. Well, Ken usually sounds confused, so I wasn't.
I was waiting for that. I was waiting for that little dig.
Well, no, it's fine. Well, Ken, Garden Plaza has been a big supporter of Isaiah 117, haven't you?
We have. Me and Renee, we've known each other for 6 years. When I started at Garden Plaza as the director, she was my office manager. And so we've known each other. She moved on to better and brighter things.
About 5 minutes after you were hired, as I remember. Yes,
it didn't take
last quite a year.
Yeah, I understand.
It didn't take her long. But Steve, this tomorrow from 11 to 1, we're having another city famous Nacho bar. We've been doing these at Garden Plaza probably for almost 20 years. Next year we celebrate 20 years at Garden Plaza.
Wow.
But our first administrator Esmeralda, who's moved on now, and started these, and so we do 2 or 3 of these a year. Benefit a nonprofit. We love the Isaiah 117. It's near and dear to my heart, and so you got to eat lunch tomorrow, right? So you might as well come and do it and make an impact. Instead of just going to Arby's, or I won't say Chick-fil-A this time, right?
Yeah, that's right. Your sandwich tastes a little different.
That's right. But from 11 to 1, you can drop by. There's a nacho bar. It's got all the top, beef, pork, sour cream. It's got, I call it liquid gold, which is queso.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
All the toppings you can imagine. We even got a little dessert with some tres leches, and so stop by for a donation of $12 or more. You can stop by, and we're always stressed the more. So if you have a 20, just why keep the change, right? So, but we asked everyone to stop by and have a great lunch and support a great cause.
Renee, let's get an update on the Isaiah 117 house. What's been happening?
Oh, it's crazy. We have over 50 that are in process in the United States are open. We're 13 states now. I think there's over 30 that are open. We were number 6. We were number 6 back in 2021.
Wow.
And that's what God is doing. And our house here in Bradley County, Ashley, how many children have we held now?
Our number is at 478 kids have come through the Bradley Polk Isaiah 117 house.
Wow.
Since our doors opened.
And we are still heartbroken that there's this need. We wish that we could turn this house into something else because we weren't needed anymore.
Yeah.
But instead, the need is growing. I teared up just in talking about it then because it is getting so much worse out there, and it's getting so much worse for our kiddos. We've seen a large uptick in the number of children and the needs and just all of the things. And so we're so thankful to be able to be there in this moment of need. I'm now supporting 7 houses, and I'm so thankful. Bradley Polk is still mine because it's always near and dear to my heart. And I'm so thankful to Garden Plaza Cleveland because Ken from the beginning supported me in this, helping me as I was going to speak. He always knew I'd work my hours, so I'd take care of it.
She took some long lunches, Steve.
Well, they say the same thing about you, so anyway.
But then they continue to support us since then. And when Ken says give, what's amazing about Garden Plaza is they're giving all of it. Like, they're not taking what it cost them. I used to pay those bills. I know back in the day what it cost then to do a nacho bar. I can't even imagine now. But they cover all of that, and everything that you give goes to support these children. Give them new clothes, shoes,
Yes.
bags, everything they need, all the food.
Oh,
Lots
man.
of groceries for our teen boys.
So many groceries. They'll eat you out of house and home, I'm telling you.
Ashley, talk about the local picture. I know Renee with the regional now. Tell me about here locally.
Well, here locally, like I said, we've seen 478 kids come through, but our area having this house is a blessing. We get to greet kids on their toughest day. Our motto is the Isaiah 117 house is changing the way foster care begins, and we truly, truly are. These kids, instead of going to an office where it's just kind of a sterile environment, they're coming into a safe home with volunteers and people with a smile on their face, making cookies, getting their favorite meal, making sure they had the nicest clothes in their favorite colors and the shoes they have wanted, or maybe they've never had a pair of new shoes. Well, they're going to have one if they come into our house. So that the transition into their foster home, it's an easier transition for the family and for the child. So it really is a place that reduces trauma on that removal day, which is has to be the most difficult day of that kid's life.
There's no doubt about it. Renee, if people want more information about Isaiah 117 houses, what should they do?
They can go on Facebook, or they can go to the website. It's easy. Isaiah, you got to spell the Isaiah the biblical way. Isaiah117house.com. The Bradley Polk Facebook, you can reach out to them. But come see us tomorrow. We're going to all be there hanging out and just having a great time eating great nachos.
Where I got a lot of people listening at work and that sort of thing. So what a great idea. Managers, owners, that sort of thing. Do this with your employees, your staff, and they can come by and pick it up, can't they? Is that right?
Yeah, they can come by and pick it up, Steve. But just to kind of backtrack a little bit about the Isaiah house, Ashley's talking about all these kids coming in. It's no fault of their own. They're taken out of their home, out of their environment. Probably most of the time, it's their parents who are probably addicts or things like that. No fault of their own, just taken out of their environment, and it's very sad. But they do. It's such a great ministry. So I just ask everyone, to come. Hey, you got to eat lunch. Stop by. Make a donation of $12 or more. But we're going to be there from 11 to 1. And at Garden Plaza, it's at 3500 Key Street. We'd also like to invite, if you're listening and your parents are getting to that age, and maybe they'd like to stop by and take a tour, or maybe you would like to stop by and take a tour. Or, we're going to have people available to do that. Maybe that feels a little bit less threatening for them to stop by during that time, but we'll be ready to give a tour of the community. But like I said, stop by and support a great cause. So
tomorrow, what are the hours again?
From 11 to 1.
11 to
and
1.
Usually, Steve, when we do this for Isaiah House, usually they're waiting around 10:15. so Renee's usually got them lined up.
There's
ready to go. So
there's no bad time for nachos.
No.
Ken, one personal note here.
Yeah.
Mets and Braves tonight. You're a big Mets fan.
Uh-oh.
Start a big 3-game set. Mets, second, third best team in baseball right now?
Yeah,
Braves are horrible.
Well, the Mets were doing really good, and then they just got swept at home by the Devil Rays.
Oh, good. I'm glad to hear.
So it's kind of like, I don't know. The month of June's all. Last year actually the month of June helped them. I mean, they started their streak.
I don't care. So Mets and Braves,
but
3-game set.
I'm sure the Mets will take 2 out of 3 at least.
I think they'll probably sweep them anyway. Well, we'll have coverage Mets Braves tonight here on Mix 104.1. Also, we do all pregame, the game, everything postgame on our sister station, ESPN Cleveland 101.3. Guys, look forward to it tomorrow. Great to see you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Steve.
All right, we're going to come right back with more in a moment. Mark Shepard, Shelter Insurance, 2334 Keith Street, Cleveland. Call 423-339-8777.
This half hour